أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu and welcome to our class today. I hope and pray that everyone is doing very well. Jazakumullah to you all for joining the class on time. I know we've had a few days off from our class, but we're back again and now we'll be continuing with our classes from Monday to Friday as usual, inshallah. Okay, we will begin today's class with our opening dua as always. So if you could please have a student to the mic for that.
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. Could we have G727 on the mic, please?
G727. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good, alhamdulillah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So we are going to start off with Dawood. So please, if you could repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Good. Could you please read the translation before we move on?
I seek refuge with Allah from Shaitan the rejected.
Good. And the tasmiyah is Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Excellent. And the translation for this as well, please.
In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful.
Perfect. Okay, let's go down to today's dua. So it's Tuesday, so we're reciting this prayer. Rabbi zidni ilma.
Rabbi zidni ilma.
Excellent. Very nicely recited. And the translation, please.
O my Lord, increase me in my knowledge.
Good. And where is this prayer from? Can you read this reference?
Taha.
Yeah. And which verse?
115.
Excellent. So what this is telling us is that this prayer is from Surah Taha, verse 115. Okay, so the Holy Quran, as it says over here, it has a total of 114 chapters. And Surah Taha is one of those chapters, and it's chapter number 20. And it has a total of 136 verses. So this prayer in particular can be found in verse number 115 or 115 of Surah Taha, which is chapter number 20. Okay, so just if you open the Holy Quran and you open Surah Taha, which is chapter 20, and you go to verse 115, this is where you will find this prayer. Okay, brilliant. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic and reciting. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
Okay, so just a quick reminder about class rules and etiquettes. Please ensure that you are logged in today using your correct IDs. This is really important because it will mean that we know that you're attending, first of all. And secondly, you can be called to the mic. Okay, so if you're logged in with your incorrect ID, we will not be able to call you to the mic to participate in today's class. So please do ensure that you are displaying your correct IDs. If you find that your ID is showing incorrect, then what you can do is you can go onto the participants list, hover over your name and click the more button where it says more, and then you can rename yourself. And you should rename yourself with the ID that you were issued with when you started this class. Okay, so it should start with a G and then it should have 3 numbers afterwards. Okay, so that is the ID that we'd like to see in the participants list. Please, so if you could please all ensure that. You should have done wudu before you entered the classroom today. If you haven't done that, please quickly run off and do your wudu and come back. Please also ensure that you are wearing clean clothes and that your heads are covered appropriately. It's also really important that you're sitting in a nice and quiet place. Now, this is really important because it will allow you to concentrate properly. And also, when you're called to the mic and you come to the mic, it will ensure that we have a nice and clear sound coming and no background noise from you, so we can all hear you clearly. If you come to the mic and we hear that there's lots of noise in the background, we will unfortunately have to move on to the next student because it does disturb the class. Okay, so please do ensure that this is abided by. And please do make sure that your parents are sitting next to you. So one of your parents or both, they can be sitting next to you to help you wherever needed. Okay. Now, before we move on to the class schedule for today, I'd like to turn your attention towards this PDF, and this PDF will be available in the Google Drive. Okay, the Google Drive, the link for that will be posted in the chat now. If I could please request my co-host to do that now, the Google Drive link. And this PDF has some clickable links for you to access quickly some of the useful resources available to you. Okay, so for example, in this first column over here, you can see that if you're an Android user, you can click over here. If you're an iOS app user, then you can click over here, and this will take you to the Talimul-Quran book, which is available on the app that we have. So you can access the book from there. The Google Drive can also be accessed from this PDF. So if you click on this link, it will take you to the Google Drive. In the next column over here, you can, if you click on this link over here, you can read simple Arabic font and also listen to quality reciters to help you recite better. Okay, so to improve your recitation of the Holy Quran, to improve your tilawat, it's a good idea to listen to some quality reciters reciting various portions of the Holy Quran so that you can follow along with them. So if you click on this link, you can then choose which reciter you'd like to listen to, and then you can listen to them and follow along with them so that you can improve your recitation of the Holy Quran. Okay, and then we have another link over here for you to access the simple Arabic font of the Holy Quran and also translation of the Holy Quran and various the commentaries of the Holy Quran as well. So you can access that through this link, and through this link over here in the red box, you can access our website. Okay, so some very useful resources you can find on this PDF. So please go to the Google Drive to access this PDF. All right. Also, if I can please request you all to please register your attendance for today's class. So every class we will be putting a link to an attendance form in the chat, and my colleague will do that now. So if I could please request my co-host to post the link to the attendance form. And during today's class, if you could please click on that link and register your attendance. Otherwise, your attendance will not be marked. So it's really important that during the class today, anytime, just click on that link and register your attendance. Jazakumullah. I'll remind you again during the class so that everybody can make sure that they've done that. All right, moving on to today's schedule. This is week 2. Of course, yesterday would not have a class due to the state funeral of our beloved Queen. So today we are going to be carrying on with our normal class agenda, and we are going to be covering today the rule of Fatha. This rule that we're covering today can be found in the Talimul-Quran book. This is lesson number 5, which is found on page number 45 to 47. And we'll be practicing from exercise 5 in today's class, inshallah. All right, so let's move on to today's rule that we'll be covering. So Fatha is the rule that we are covering. I'll read out this portion from the book, which explains what Fatha is and how to correctly pronounce a letter with a Fatha on top of it. So Fatha is a small hyphen that is placed in a slanted position over a letter. In order to join two letters together, the preceding letter, or another word for preceding is the letter before, must have a stroke or a vowel. So for example, over here, you can see that we have 2 letters and they both have the stroke of Fatha on top of them. When a letter carries a Fatha, it is called maftuh. So whenever a letter carries a Fatha on top of it, it is now called a maftuh letter. And maftuh means opened in Arabic. A maftuh letter should be articulated or should be pronounced softly. So without a jerk sound or any harsh sound, and must not be prolonged for more than 1 second or 1 count. Care must be taken when pronouncing such letters in a combined form. So that means when different letters are next to each other, okay? And so we must take care to give each letter an equal time, otherwise meaning might change. So let me tell you an example of this. So over here, you can see that we have 3 letters written next to each other, okay? And each of these 3 letters has the stroke of fatha on top of it. And this word, and I'll pronounce it for you now, fa'ala, fa'ala. This word means in Arabic, he did. But however, if we mispronounce this letter, any of these letters, and let's say we mispronounce the last letter, and instead of pronouncing it for 1 count or 1 second, we pronounce it for longer, and we stretch the sound and we pronounce it as fa'ala, then that will change the meaning from he did to they both did. So you can see that by changing the timing on just one of the letters in this word, how much of a difference is made to the meaning of the word. Okay, and we have to be really, really careful when we're reciting the Holy Quran, because as we all know, the Holy Quran is the word of Allah. Okay, so we must be really careful not to change the meaning, and we can change the meaning by, stretching or mispronouncing a letter and stretching it for longer than it needs, or giving it the wrong timing. That's how the meaning of the word can change. So we must make sure that we don't do that. So it's really important that we pronounce each letter, each word for the correct amount of time. Okay, so we have various exercises in this lesson, going from exercise 5.1 all the way down to exercise 5.5, in which we are practicing how to pronounce maftu letters, or letters with a fatha on top of them. Okay. Okay, just one moment, everybody. All right, there we go. So exercise 5.1, let's start with this column over here. This is telling us, showing us rather, what a fatha looks like. So over here, we can see that if you imagine this straight line to be any letter in the Holy Quran, then this is the fatha. Okay, it's found on top of the letter, and it's a slanted stroke. So it's slightly tilted, and it sits on top of a letter. It looks like a hyphen that's tilted. Okay, this is a fatha. This is another example of what a fatha looks like, and this is also an example of what fatha looks like. In this box over here, we can see that this is an alif. It doesn't have any stroke on it, so we will pronounce it as an alif, the name of the letter, alif. Now, next to that, we have the alif again, but this time it has a fatha. Yeah, you can see the slanted stroke sitting on top of the letter. This is a fatha. So please hear how my sound changes. I will now pronounce this as a. Okay, I'm making a sound that lasts for 1 second or 1 count. It's a very short sound, short and quick sound. Okay, so if you tap your leg with your finger, okay, the duration of that tap is how long you will pronounce that letter for. Okay, so if everybody could follow, So it's just the sound of a tap, or the duration of a tap. That is how long you will pronounce it for. Very quickly, very softly. That is how to pronounce it. Okay, so we will now have students to the mic. We will have students to the mic now, and we will pronounce these individual boxes where we are pronouncing various maftu letters. Okay, if you could have a student to the mic, please, now.
Yes, G830.
830, Assalamu alaikum. G830.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Okay, so do you understand the rule of fatha? So what I've
Yeah.
just explained, yeah? All right, brilliant. So what we're going to do is we are going to be practicing some examples. So let's start from this box over here, okay? So over here, we have the letter alif.
Alif.
Yeah, so just repeat after me as I say it. Alif.
Alif.
Good. Next to that, we have an alif, but this time it has a fatha. So we're going to pronounce this as a maftu letter. We're going to pronounce it as a. Excellent. Good. Nice short sound, not stretching it for more than 1 second or 1 count. Now, the next letter, this is the letter, and it's a simple letter. It doesn't have any stroke on it. So we're going to pronounce this as ba.
Ba.
Excellent. Good. Next to that, we have the same letter, but this time it has a fatha. So we're going to pronounce this as ba.
Ba.
Excellent. Yeah, so we've heard how our sound changes. It's changed into a very soft, very quick sound, and lasting only 1 second or 1 count. And our sound goes upwards. Okay, we're opening our mouth and our sound goes upwards. Ba.
Ba.
Excellent. This is the letter da.
Da.
Excellent. This is the same letter next to it, but this time with a fatha. So da.
Da.
Excellent. Well done. Yep. So how long are we pronouncing this for?
1 second.
1 second or 1 count. Brilliant. Well done. Now next move on to the next letter. This is the letter tha.
Tha.
Excellent. Good. Well done. And next to that, we have the same letter, but this time it has a fatha. So our sound is going to be for 1 second or 1 count. Tha.
Tha.
Brilliant. Tha.
What?
Pronounce that again for me. Tha.
Tha.
Okay.
Sa.
All right. Excellent. Well done. The next letter is Jeem.
Jim.
Good. And now the next is the same letter, but this time with a fatha. J.
Ja.
Excellent. So we've heard how our sound changes. So a simple letter without any stroke, this is Jeem. But when it comes with a fatha now, we are going to open our mouth and our sound is going upwards and lasting for 1 count. J.
Ja.
Excellent. Good. Well done, mashallah. Very nicely recited. Jazakumullah, come into the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Jazakallah. Allah Hafiz.
Let's have another student, please.
G788.
788. G788. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Okay, just come a bit closer to the mic so I can hear you a bit clearly. Yeah. Wa alaikum assalam. That's much better. Excellent. All right. How do you understand the rule of fatha?
How is fatha? What do you do with fatha?
Okay, so can you tell me if you see the stroke of fatha on a letter, how long do you pronounce it for?
Less.
Yeah, it's not a long sound, is it? It's a short sound, but can you tell me for how long?
For 1 second.
Excellent. Well done for remembering. So 1 second or 1 count is how long you pronounce it for. Okay, so let's get started with some examples. So this over here is a letter in the Arabic alphabet. It's a plain letter. It doesn't have any stroke on it. So we're going to pronounce it as the name of the letter, which is ha.
Ha.
Good. Now this sound, we need to make a bit more of an effort because it comes from within the throat, okay? Ha.
Ha.
Good. Really take a deep breath and let it out. Ha. Try that again.
Ha.
Okay, yep. Well done. So how you pronounce this sound is if you were taking a nice and deep breath or a sigh, or if you're letting out a sigh, yeah, like that. So we need to just be careful with this pronunciation of this letter. Let's move on. So this is the same letter, but this time with a fatha. So we're going to pronounce it for 1 count or 1 second. Ha.
Ha.
Good. Really take that deep breath from the within your throat, from the middle of your throat. Try and make that sound. Ha.
Ha.
Oh, excellent. That's much better. Well done. Keep practicing the sound of this letter, okay? That's good. Well done. Move on to the next letter now. This is the letter ha.
Ha.
Good. Nice, thick, heavy sound. So if you take your mind back to last week's class when we learnt about the different letters that there are, we learned that there are some thin sounding letters and some thick sounding letters. So ha is one of the thick sounding letters, which means that we have to make a deep, heavy sound when we pronounce this sound. Ha.
Ha.
Excellent. Perfect. Okay, now same letter next to that, but with a fatha this time. So we're pronouncing for how long?
1 second.
Excellent. Ha.
Ha.
Good. Dal.
Dal.
Now dal with a fatha. Da.
Da.
Excellent. This is the letter dal.
Zal.
Good. This is the letter dal with a fatha. The.
Da.
Excellent. This is the letter ra.
Ra.
Good. This letter, same letter but with a fatha. Ra.
Ra.
Good. Well done. Excellent. MashaAllah. Very nicely recited. Jazakumullah for now. Allah Hafiz. Speak to you soon. Okay, now this, as you can see, this is the format of exercise 5.1 in which we're going through the various alphabets in the Arabic language, and we're first sounding the letter on its own and then the letter in the maftuh form, so with a fatha on top. Okay, and exercise 5.2 is also the same, so we're going to do some examples from exercise 5.2 as well now. So if you could please have a student to the mic.
Yes, G745.
745. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you today?
I'm good.
Alhamdulillah, that's very good to hear. So exercise 5.2, let's do some examples from here. Let's do this line over here, okay, the second column. So this is the letter Qaf.
Qaf.
Good. Heavy, thick sound. And this is the same letter but with a fatha. So we're going to pronounce this as Qa.
Qaf.
Qa.
Qaf.
Good. Excellent. This is the letter Kaf.
Kaf.
Good. Same letter but with a fatha. Ka.
Ka.
Good. So we're making that sound nice and softly, but with just 1 second timing. Okay. Timing is really important. We are going to be focusing on and saying to you again and again throughout this course, focus on your timing, look at your timing. And what we mean by that is look at the stroke on top of the letter and how many seconds or counts do we have to spend on that. Okay. So focusing on fatha today. So fatha is for 1 count. So that is the timing for that sound. So one more time. Ka.
Ka.
Good. Lam.
Lam.
La.
La.
Mim.
Mim.
Ma.
Ma.
Good. Mim with a fatha. Ma.
Ma.
This is the letter Noon.
Noon.
Good. Same letter with a fatha. Na.
Na.
Excellent. Let's keep going. This is the letter Waw.
Wow.
Waw with a fatha. Wa.
Wa.
Excellent. Ha.
Ha.
Good. Ha with a fatha. Ha.
Ha.
Good. Hamza.
Hamza.
Good. Hamza with a fatha will be pronounced as a.
A.
Good. Now, wherever you see Hamza, and if it has a fatha on it or any other stroke on it, it will be pronounced the same way as you pronounce an alif. Okay? So, a.
A.
Good. This is the letter ya.
Ya.
Good. And this is the letter with a fatha, ya.
Ya.
Good. Now this letter over here is called Ta al-Marbuta.
Ta al-Marbuta.
Good, well done. Now Ta al-Marbuta, when it has a stroke on it, will be pronounced in the same way as a ta is pronounced. Okay, that's why it's called Ta al-Marbuta. Okay, so it will be pronounced as ta.
Ta.
Excellent. Well done. MashaAllah, very, very nicely recited. Keep practicing. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
All right, let's move on to exercise 5.3 now. Okay, now in this exercise, you can see that what we've done for you now is we have in these columns over here, we've got individual letters, all with a fatha on top of them. Okay, and then in the next column next to that, we have those three letters now joined together, and we are going to try and pronounce them all together. Okay, so first we're going to break it down like this, and then we're going to try all together. So can we have a student to the mic, please, now?
Yes, G803.
803.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. So exercise 5.3 is what we're going to start on now. So we're going to go through each individual column first, and then we're going to try and put it all together. Is that okay?
Yes.
Yeah, let's try that now. So this is the letter B, and it has a fatha. So we're going to pronounce it as B.
Ba.
Good. This is the letter Qaf with a fatha. Qa.
Qa.
Good. Nice and thick sound. One more time. Qa.
Qa.
Excellent. And this is the letter Ra with a fatha. Ra.
Ra.
Good. When the letter Ra has a fatha on it, it will be pronounced as a thick sound. That's why it's highlighted in red. Okay, so wherever you see a highlighted red letter in this exercise, that will help you to realize that it's a thick sounding letter. So just make sure that you make a thick sound for that. So Ra.
Ra.
Good. So all together, can we try this? We're going to say Ba, Qa, Ra.
Ba. Qa. Ra.
Baqara.
Bakra.
Excellent. Well done. So what we have to be careful, as we mentioned in the beginning when we were reading out what a fatha is that when it comes to combining letters together to form a word, which is what we're doing over here, then sometimes it's easy to stretch one letter longer than the other. But we have to be really careful because all these three letters should be pronounced for the same amount of time, for 1 second or 1 count each, because each of these letters have the same sign on them. They have a fatha on them. So that's why we have to be really careful that, for example, we're not stretching ba longer than qa or qa longer than ra. So we're 1 second or 1 count each for these letters. So baqara.
Bakara.
Excellent. Very nicely recited. Let's carry on. This is the letter Ra with a fatha. Ra.
Ra.
Excellent. This is Fa.
Fa.
Good. Fa.
Sa.
Good. Ra, Fa, Tha.
Ra. Fa. Sa.
Good. This letter over here, pronounce it by touching the tip of your tongue to your top 2 teeth. Tha.
Sa.
Well done. That was perfect. Ra, Fa, Tha.
Ra. Fa. Sa.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Well done. You're doing really, really well. Ra, Fa, Tha.
Ra. Fa. Sa.
Perfect. Very, very nicely recited. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now. Let's have another student, please.
Yes, G797.
797. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum Assalam.
How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. That's good to hear. So let's carry on with this exercise. Follow after me. This is Fa.
Fa.
Good. This is the letter Ain with the fatha. A.
Ah.
Good. Try and make that sound from the bottom of your throat. Ah.
Ah.
Good, well done. Just this is one of those sounds that you just have to keep practicing, and it shouldn't sound like a alif. Okay, when we hear you, we should be able to tell if you're pronouncing an alif or an ayn. So there should be a difference in your sound. But like I said, it comes with practice. So don't worry if you're unable to do it at the moment, but just keep practicing and make that effort to make that ayn sound, because it will really improve your recitation. Okay. And then this is lam with a fatha, la.
L.
Good. Fa, a, la.
F. A. La.
Good. Fa'ala.
Fa'ala.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Well done. Very good recitation. Next, let's move on. We have sheen with a fatha, sha.
Sha.
Gaf with a fatha, ga.
Da.
Let's try that again. Ga.
A.
No. Ka.
Ka.
Good. Well done. Ka.
Ka.
Good. Then this is a ra.
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 Excellent. Nice and soft sound. Ra.
Ra.
Good. Sha, ka, ra.
Sha. Ka. Ra.
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 Excellent. Shakara.
Shakara.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Well done. Very good. Let's do one more. This is kha.
Kha.
Ta,
Ta.
ma.
Ma.
Good. The kha is a thick, heavy sound, so make sure you round your mouth and produce a thick and heavy sound. Okay? Kha,
Kha.
ta,
Ta.
ma.
Ma.
Khatama.
Khatama.
Good. One more time by yourself.
Khatama.
Excellent. MashaAllah. Very, very good recitation. Just keep practicing, but well done for now. And I'll speak to you soon. Okay? Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz. Before we move on to the next student, if I can just remind you all again of the attendance form. If you haven't done it yet, please click on the link and we'll post it in the link in the chat box again, because I know some of you didn't receive it. So if I could please request my co-host to post the link for the attendance form. So you should have all have received it now. If you have done it already, well done, Jazakumullah. If you haven't yet done it, please click on the link now and it will take you to the attendance form. Okay, let's have another student, please.
G744.
744. Assalamu alaikum. G744.
I'll choose another student. G793.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. Sorry, what's your ID?
744.
We've got 744 on the mic. Okay, that's fine. Please, if you could just ensure we have one student unmuted. All right, that's fine. All right. How are you today, G744? You okay?
Yeah.
All right, brilliant. So we will carry on with the rest of the examples in exercise 5.3. Okay, so we are practicing, like I said, we are practicing maftu letters. So we must make sure that maftu letters are pronounced correctly and for the correct amount of time as well. Can you tell me how long a maftu letter should be pronounced for? How long should a maftu letter be pronounced for? Can you tell me? What's the timing for a maftu letter or a letter with a fatha on top of it? Is it 1 count or 2 counts?
1.
1 count. Yes, well done. Excellent. So let's start. So this is the letter za and it has a fatha on top of it. So we're going to pronounce this as za.
Za.
Good. Ayn with a fatha, a.
A.
Good. Mim with a fatha, ma.
Ma.
Excellent. Za'ama.
Za'ama.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Let's carry on. This is a waw with a fatha, wa.
Wa.
Qaf with a fatha, qa.
Ka.
Good. Ba with a fatha, ba.
Ba.
Wa, qa, ba.
Wa. Ka. Ba.
Good. Try and pronounce that qaf, that qa sound with thick and heavy sound. Waqaba.
Wa. Ka. Ba.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Good attempt. Let's carry on. Ba,
Ba.
ta,
Ta.
na.
Na.
Batana.
Batana.
One more time. Batana.
Batona.
Excellent. Good. Well done. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic and reciting. Allah Hafiz for now.
Lapis.
Okay.
Mama.
If I can just take this opportunity to remind you all that you should be sitting in a nice and quiet place. Okay. So what that means. Okay, so what that means is that you should all be sitting in a place where the TV shouldn't be on. Okay, you shouldn't have people in the background making noise. So it should be a nice and quiet place. Okay, I understand sometimes it's difficult to find a place in the house where it's a bit quiet, but please do try and sit to the side and please ensure that there's no TV or anything else on in the background. We must respect that we're reciting the Holy Quran, we're learning the Holy Quran, so it needs the utmost respect. So we must make sure that we give it that. Okay, Jazakumullah. I also wanted to just announce that all the links to all these classes that we are doing for G1, they are all recorded and they are on YouTube, and we have a YouTube channel, and the link for that will now be posted in the chat. So if you've ever miss a lesson, for example, or if you'd like to rewatch a lesson because you need to understand it more, then you can always go to the YouTube channel and click on the day that you'd like to listen to the class of, and you can access it there. Okay, so that's also another resource that you can use. Okay, let's move on to exercise 5.4 now. This now over here, we again have combined letters. So we have letters with a fatha on top of them that have been joined together to form a word. And these are all words and examples from the Holy Quran. So we must read it knowing that these are words from the Holy Quran. So let's have a student to the mic now, please.
G766.
766. Assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's very good to hear. So how are you understanding the lesson? Is it all okay?
Yeah.
Is there anything you don't understand or need help with?
I need help with.
Do you need help? Do you understand what a fatha is and what a maftu letter is?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that's what we're going to practice now. Okay, so inshallah, the more that you practice, the better you will get, and your recitation will get as well. Okay, so let's start with this exercise, and I will go through each letter one at a time, and then we will combine it together and sound the word together. So let's start with this. This is a kaf with a fatha, ka.
Ka. Ka.
Good. Ta with a fatha, ta.
Ta.
Good. Ba with a fatha, ba.
Ba.
Kataba.
Kataba.
Excellent. One more time. Kataba.
Kataba.
Well done. Very nicely recited. Let's carry on. Ba.
Ba.
La.
La.
Ra.
Ra.
Balagha.
Balagha.
Excellent. One more time by yourself.
Balagha.
Excellent. Very nice recitation. Let's carry on. Fa.
Fa.
Ta.
Ta.
Ha.
Ha.
Fataha.
Fataha.
Good. Try and make that sound like you did in the beginning. Ha.
Ha.
Fataha.
Fataha.
Well done. Very nicely read. Let's carry on. Sha,
sha,
ja,
ja,
ra,
ja,
ra.
ra,
Shajara.
daj, shajara,
Good. Well done. You're doing really, really well. One more time. Shajara.
shajara, shajara,
Excellent. Good. Sa,
sa,
ba,
ba,
ra.
ro,
Sabara.
sabaro,
Excellent. Well done. A,
a,
ha,
ha,
da.
da,
Ahada.
ahada,
Good. Ra,
ra,
fa,
fa,
a.
a,
Good. Try and make that ain sound. A.
a,
Good. Rafa'a.
rafa'a,
Good. Like I said, I was saying to the previous student as well, just try and practice this ain sound. Okay, it's not easy, I understand, and it's something that doesn't come naturally to us, and it's a sound we're not used to making, but try and practice. Ain. Okay, really try and emphasize that sound. It comes from within your throat, and you have to practice to be able to get this sound right. Rafa'a.
rafa'a,
Okay, good attempt. Just keep practicing that sound, okay? This is alif with a fatha, a,
a,
kha,
ha,
the,
the,
akhadha.
ahada,
Good. Wa,
wa,
ja,
ja,
da.
da,
Yeah, this is a dal. So fatha with on top of the dal is da. Wajada.
wajada,
Good. Fa,
fa,
sa,
da,
qa.
qa,
Fasaqa.
fasaqa,
Excellent, mashallah. Very, very nicely recited. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Allah Hafiz for now.
alafis,
Can we have the next student, please?
G780.
780. Assalamu alaikum.
Okay.
780.
We'll move on to G781.
781. Assalamu alaikum. G781. Okay. If I could please request everyone to make sure you're seated at your devices for duration of the class. Wa alaikum assalam. So that you can answer to the call of your ID as soon as possible and so that we don't waste time. Okay. All right. Is that 781? G781?
Yes, Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
Wa alaikum assalam. I'm fine. Thank you. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah. So let's start, carry on with exercise 5.4 and complete the last line. So this is a, ma,
Ma,
ra,
ra,
amara.
amara,
Good. Wa,
wa,
la,
la,
da,
ta,
da.
da,
Good. Walada.
walada,
Good. Ain with a fatha, a.
a,
Okay, try and make that sound from within your throat. Okay, middle of your throat. A,
a,
ba,
ba,
sa,
sa,
abasa.
abasa,
Okay, everybody keep practicing your ain sound. Try and it should be different to the sound of an alif. Alif is a, ain is a. So it's slightly different, okay? So just be careful with that. So all together, abasa.
abasa,
Good. Ba,
ba,
da,
da,
a.
a,
Bada'a.
bada'a.
Okay, well done. So all three letters are be pronounced for how long?
1 second.
Good. So 1 second and the same amount of time as one another as well. One is not being elongated longer than the other. That's very, very important. Okay, this is a ja,
Ja,
a,
a,
la,
la,
ja'ala.
ja'ala.
Good, well done. Let's move on to the next exercise. This is 5.5. Again, we've got various examples from the Holy Quran that we are practicing now. All these letters have a fatha on top of them. So each letter will be pronounced for one count each and the same amount of time as one another. Okay, so this is ba,
Ba,
ra,
ra,
za,
za,
baraza.
baraza.
Good. I hope everyone at home is following along with me, even though you're not on the mic. And of course, it's very much impossible to get everybody on the mic in one day. So that's really important that you are following along at home. So as I pronounce it, you should pronounce it with me as well. Okay. Saw.
Swa,
Okay. Try and make that sound that goes straight up. There shouldn't be a hint of a W or a vowel sound. Okay. Saw.
tha,
Good. Da.
da,
Qa.
ka,
Sadaqa.
sadaka,
Good. Ha,
ha,
the,
za,
ra.
ra,
Hadara.
hadara,
Good. Kha,
ka,
la,
la,
qa.
ka,
Khalaqa.
khalaka,
Good. Ha,
ha,
sa,
sa,
da.
da,
Hasada.
hasada.
Well done. Very, very nicely recited. Keep practicing, especially your ayn sound. But otherwise, well done. Very nicely recited. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now. Let's move on to the next student, please.
G793.
793. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. How are you finding the lesson? Is it okay to understand?
Yeah.
Yeah? All
Yep.
good? All right, well done. Okay, so let's start from here. This is wa,
Wa,
da,
la,
kha,
ha,
la,
la,
wa dakhala.
wa, dakhala,
Excellent. The kha has to be heavy, thick sound, okay? Wa dakhala.
wa, dakhala,
Well done. Very, very nicely recited. Let's carry on. Ka,
ka,
sha,
ka,
fa.
kashafa,
Okay, let's do it one letter at a time so that we don't make any mistake, okay? This is fa.
ha,
Good. Kashafa.
kashafa,
One more time. Kashafa.
kashafa,
Well done. Excellent. This is wa,
wa,
a,
a,
da.
da,
Wa'ada.
wa, ada,
Good. Practice your ayn sound, okay? Ayn. Wa'ada.
wa, ada,
Good. Ka,
ga,
sa,
wa,
ba.
ba,
Kasaba.
kasaba,
Good. A.
wa,
Let's do this one. A. Can you pronounce this for me? Follow with me. A. Are you still there? 793?
yes,
Yeah, let's pronounce this. This is an ayn with a fatha. So, a.
a,
Good. Za,
ra,
ma.
ma,
Azama.
azama,
Excellent. Good. Well done. This is na,
na,
za,
za,
la.
la,
Nazala.
nazala,
Well done. This is a kaf with a fatha. Ka.
ga,
Ta with a fatha. Ta.
da,
Mim
Mim.
with a fatha. Ma.
Uh.
This is ma.
ma,
Good. Katama.
katama,
Okay, well done. Can I just request my co-host to ensure that only one student is unmuted? I can hear lots of noise for some reason.
that's a little baby brother,
Okay, that's your baby brother. Okay, that's fine. Katama.
Tatama.
All right, perfect. Well done. This is ha, ka,
Ya.
ma.
Ma.
Hakama.
Hakama.
Good. This is sa,
Sa.
la,
La. Fa.
salafa.
Salafa.
Good. Na,
Na.
ba,
A.
ba,
Ba.
the.
Ya.
Badha.
Nabada.
One more time, clearly now. Nabadha.
Nabada.
Perfect. Well done. Very nicely recited. Keep practicing. Jazakumullah. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz. Bye.
Allah Hafiz. We say Allah Hafiz in these classes, okay? That's the proper Arabic terminology. So when you're saying Allah Hafiz, that's what we should say. Jazakumullah. Can we have another student to the mic, please?
Yes. G844.
844. G844.
Assalamualaikum.
Walaikum assalam. How are you?
I'm good, Jazakallah. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm fine as well. Jazakumullah. So let's start from here. This is ka,
Ka,
the,
the,
ba,
ba,
kadhaba.
kadaba,
Good. Ha,
ha,
ma,
ma,
la,
la,
hamala,
hamala,
a,
a,
da,
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 adada.
adada,
Good. This ayn sound, try and pronounce it from the middle of your throat. A, da, da.
adada.
Okay, so at the moment when you're pronouncing it, which is okay for now, you're pronouncing it as an alif, like an alif sound. So like I keep on saying that alif and ayn should have a separate sound. They should have a different sound. So what I want everybody to do is practice your ayn sound so that you can make a different sound to an alif. All right, so let's carry on. This is ma,
Ma,
ka,
ka,
ra,
ra,
makara.
makara,
Good, well done. Sha,
sha,
ra,
ra,
ha.
ha,
Good. Sharaha.
sharaha,
Excellent. Sa,
sa,
la,
la,
ha.
ha,
Salaha.
salaha,
Fa,
fa,
ra,
ra,
da.
da,
Farada.
falada,
Farada.
farada,
Farada.
farada,
Excellent. Well done. Ba,
ba,
sa,
sa,
da.
da,
This is a thick, heavy sound. Okay, so round your mouth a bit more. Da.
da,
Basata.
basata,
Good. Sha,
sha,
ha,
ha,
ra.
ra,
Good. Jahara.
jahara,
Okay, this is a jeem. Jahara. Jahara.
jahara,
Good. Ayn with a fatha. A.
a,
Ba.
ba,
Da.
da,
Abada.
abada.
Excellent. Well done. Very nicely recited. Jazakumullah for coming to the mic. Okay, so I think this is where we're going to leave exercise 5.5. Mashallah, everybody that's come to the mic has recited very, very nicely. I know we weren't obviously able to go through everybody, but inshallah, you will get your turn during the week. And I've just noticed that a lot of students are pronouncing the letter Ain the same way as you pronounce the letter Alif. So it does take time, but please do start practicing and listening to how the sound of Ain should be made and try and practice that. Okay, so rather than pronouncing it like an Alif, we're pronouncing it correctly with an Ain sound from the middle of your throat. Okay, so please do everybody take care of that. I'm going to set you your homework now. Your homework for today's class. This will be available on the Google Drive as well, but it is to practice exercise 5.5. So we were unable to complete the whole exercise because it is a big exercise. It's a long one. So we weren't able to go through all of the examples. But after class, please, before you come to tomorrow's class, go to page 47 in the Talimul-Quran book and go through the remaining examples from this exercise. Okay, I think we got up to this abada. All right, so if you could start from here and cover the rest of the examples from this exercise. Okay, so this is exercise 5.5 on page number 47, and your homework is to go through this exercise and complete it. Okay, so I hope you've all noted down your homework, but like I said, it will be available on the Google Drive. And please do ensure the importance of your homework is that it allows you to keep practicing. If you let go of practicing and let go of revising, then whatever we learn during the class, you will then, most likely forget for the next class. So the homework is just so that you can make sure that you fully understand that lesson. And if you need any more help or assistance, then you can always get that, okay? All right, so well done to everybody for today's class. We are going to be finishing with our closing dua. And just a quick reminder that if you haven't done your attendance, that you should have clicked on the link for the attendance form, which is in the chat, and you should have registered your attendance. Otherwise, you'll be marked in as absent for today's class, okay? If you have any issues or anything like that, then you can always contact us. And our email is ukquranclass@gmail.com. Okay, ukquranclass@gmail.com. If you have any issues or any queries or anything like that, then you can always contact us, and inshallah we'll try and get back to you as soon as possible. Okay, let's finish with our closing prayer. If you could have a student to the mic, please.
G846.
G846. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good.
Alhamdulillah, that's good to hear. How did you find today's class? Was it okay to understand? Did you understand the rule that we're covering?
Yeah.
All right, what was the rule that we covered today? Can you tell me?
Fatah.
Yes, okay, so you with a little bit of help, but yes, the rule was fatha. Well done. And if any letter has the stroke of fatha on top of it, how long is it pronounced for?
1 second.
1 second or 1 count. Well done. Okay, so make sure you do your homework, and we are going to finish with the prayer. So if you could repeat after me, starting with Dawood. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
Good. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Good. Well done. And this is the closing dua. So, Allahumma arhamni.
Allahumma arhamni.
Good. Bil-Qur'an.
Bil-Qur'an.
Nil Azim.
Lil-Azim.
Good. Azim.
Azim.
Good. Excellent. And the translation, please. Can you read that out? Can you see this translation? Yeah. Have mercy on me. Okay, just repeat after me. Oh Allah.
Oh Allah.
Have mercy on me.
Have mercy on me.
Through the Quran.
Through the Quran
the Great.
the Great.
Ameen. Well done. Jazakumullah for reading that for us today. Allah Hafiz. And Jazakumullah to everybody for joining today's
Allah
class.
Hafiz.
Please make sure you do your homework, and inshallah we'll speak to you all again same time tomorrow. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.